you're prepared to break the silence, I'll be out in the sunshine, running beside the lion. I've been feeling down, but I've been looking up, afraid to fall. God, I've been so down, can you pick me up? Don't let me fall. Can you show me how to fix this mess? I am down and on my knees, and I may fall as I'm so close to the end.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back. Good evening. Thank you for sticking by us. I have had a little bit of time off. I have been away on holiday, not far, just a bit of a staycation, but still, obviously, the week prior, I had food poisoning from a restaurant I decided to take Kate on a date night to. Yeah, I know. Fun times. That date ended really well. However, thank you very much for sticking with us, as I say, and coming back to the channel. Do appreciate everybody who is showing the channel some love and support and still stuck with us. I know some people tend to think, oh, this guy's not doing content anymore, but we are. We are. Sometimes you just need to recharge those batteries and get going again. And you know what? I came back yesterday, 7.5 hours traveling back, and we were treated to an absolute storm today at Wigan, an absolute storm. Obviously, I didn't go, as I say, came back from holiday yesterday, so finance was already spoken for. However, what a performance it was. Absolutely outstanding from every single player all over the field. If you are new to this channel and you haven't subscribed to us yet, what are you playing at? What are you playing at? Please do hit that subscribe button. Please do smash those likes on this video as well. And please do put on your notification bell, because that will notify you when we are next live. Also, we are on social media platforms, Facebook, Twitter, you name it, we are on it. But this is where you can find us. So as it says there, you can find Turf Moorhouse TV, the place to be for your Burnley content. Please do check us out on, as I say, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Twitch, TikTok, you name it, we are on it. Instagram as well. How can I forget? So yeah, thanks for obviously sticking by us. As I say, what a fantastic day. Let's get into some of your comments before we start as well. Mr. Welch is in the house. He says, good evening to your fine self. He says, never trust dinner dates. Also says, good day for us both of my teams winning. Happy days. I'm guessing you mean obviously Liverpool and Carlisle. Burnley scoring 5. He says, you know Dash isn't in charge. Well, there is that. My little boy's in. How you doing, pal? Hope you're well, son. He says, hi, I'm going to the turf on Tuesday. Nice one. Hopefully we can stuff Millwall and you'll be there to witness it. And Burnley get another 3 points. Fingers crossed. But I hope you're well, pal, and miss you and love you. So I hope you're all well. Kate says, OMG, it's Daniel freaking Morehouse. Well, why have you hyphenated my last name? Turf Morehouse legend himself, welcome back. You've just been on holiday with me. Typical, absolutely typical. It's become a family reunion in here tonight. That just goes to show how much the family miss seeing my face on this platform. Jay has said, what's happening with the new keeper? Is he back up? Then Peacock Fowl will be third. I'm not sure. Obviously, Burnley announced the signing of Dennis Franke the other night, or whether it's Franchi or Frankie. I've not a clue how to pronounce it. But the 19-year-old Italian we did sign from PSG. Will he be second choice? I don't think so. He's definitely one for the future. But we shall see. We shall see. I think it's definitely a TBC with that one, and see how we sort of fits into Burnley's system. But we will have a look at that. Kate says, "Good evening, all. Good evening," as she says. Good evening to everybody in the chat. Do appreciate you all. My sister's in. Summer, hope you are well, Summer. She says, "Hey, the boys played well today. They bloody did. I managed to catch the game from around just the beginning of the second half. I missed the first half as I took Esme to a birthday party. So obviously the second half I managed to catch anyway while Kate were in Tesco's. Getting some bits. I was sat in the car watching the second half on my phone. The joys. Kate says, I did because I was making more reference to Turf Moor and you being a legend. I'll take it. But no, you can't take it back once you've said it. You can't take it back once you've said it. And Chris says, well done on your win. Quality win at a tough place to go to. Yeah, no, fantastic win. Absolutely fantastic win, which we will get into. So, obviously, we did travel today to Wigan, and we travelled in numbers. I mean, over 4,700 Clarets descended on the DW Stadium, and it was sad to see, even when the camera panned round. It was absolutely phenomenal. Even the Sky Sports commentators were saying how much noise the Burnley fans were making. We were there in numbers. We packed out that away end, and to be honest, from what I've seen from friends who have posted pictures of the home end, Wigan didn't really bring that many for what would have been, a Northern derby. To be honest. I'm surprised that their home side didn't do any more. Let's have a look then at the games that have obviously took place this weekend. So I did screen grab this off my phone earlier. So ignore the full time and latest, etc. They are all full time. They are all the confirmed ones as well. So the early kickoff, obviously Luton drew 1-1 with Sheffield United. Sunderland were beat 1-0 by Norwich. Stoke, yes. Stoke, who recently sacked Michael O'Neill and has been linked with Sean Dyche, who has apparently ruled himself out of the running for that. Doesn't help, obviously. I think Sunderland's Alex Neil is going in there as well. Blackburn got beat. Happy days, and they thought they'd won the league in August. I'm not bitter. I just know how much they're all celebrating that promotion's on the cards, and then they just go down the shit pan. Blackpool got another 3-3, back-to-back 3-3 league draws for them. Obviously, they managed to pull it back to 3-3 against us the other week. Cardiff 0-0 against Preston. Huddersfield 2, West Brom 2, after Huddersfield were 2-1 up in that one. Hull 3-2 against Coventry. Middlesbrough taking the points off Swansea, who have been very, very poor this year. Reading, who everyone's been tipping to go down, now currently sit top of the league. What's all that about? 1-0 away at Millwall, where Rotherham, another team that I tipped to go straight down as well, are in the playoff hunt after a 2-0 win over Birmingham. Watford took a beating off Queen's Park Rangers at Vicarage Road 3-2. And as you can see there, Wigan 1, Burnley 5. Burnley found their shooting boots. Let's have a look at some of the match stats before we dissect the game as well. So, in terms of the full-time statistics, as we say, 5-1. Possession was probably a lot more less than what we've expected recently. Not expected, sorry, but we have been having around 70-odd% possession in recent games, but 55.2 and still scoring 5 goals. I will take that. As you can see there, 8 shots on target for Burnley to 6 on target and a total of 8 shots. Wigan had a few attempts, as you can see from the shot count, but only 4 on target. The successful crosses, a bit naff for both sides, especially for Wigan. how many they had. Successful dribbles, no, they don't count. You know, it looks like it on there that Wigan absolutely bossed it. And to be fair, the scoreline probably doesn't do the game justice. Okay, it was just that we were clinical when we got our opportunities. Wigan, however, you know, did give us a game. No fault in that. No fault in that whatsoever. 6 corners to Burnley's 1, 4 offsides to Burnley's 2. Let's have a look at the passes. So passing accuracy was pretty even. And the attacking third, obviously Burnley spent 59% more of it in the Wigan half than the 44% to Wigan. And key passes, as you can see, Wigan made a lot more key passes than Burnley, but it just wasn't to be for Wigan today. I say it was a fantastic result for the Clarets. Let's have a look at the league table then, going into it before we dissect it. And Reading, as I said, Reading, top of the league. What is all that about? Hull up there, Rotherham, another team that I tipped to get relegated. I know it's only a couple of games in, but these teams are starting to show that they aren't just here to make up the numbers. And as I've said numerous times, this is a funny old league. We have seen the likes of Barnsley in the playoffs to the season after getting relegated. It's absolute madness. But with Burnley's win over Wigan and the amount of goals, Burnley sit in the playoff area in 6th. There's a team in 8th. Apparently they won the league about 2 weeks ago. What's it say they're called? It's so tiny on my screen. That's it. Bastard Rovers. There they are in 8th, comfortably out of that area, which is happy enough. See what you guys have been saying. Chris says, well done on your win. Quality win at a tough place to go. Yep, we'd read that earlier, but it's too true. Thank Lord you're live. Rather watch you, obviously, than the nonsense YouTubers in boxing that's currently on. Oh, seriously? I'm fed up of all these YouTubers getting into boxing. I mean, if I do it, I wouldn't mind doing it as like a fitness thing, but I won't go around going, oh yeah, let's you know, badmouth each other and make it into some big thing. Fuck me. 1 minute you were sat in your room doing flaming FIFA videos. Now you're parading around in a boxing ring. It is, you know, have you not got enough money from it? Have you not made enough money from YouTube? Do you have to get into this? Madness. Nat's in. He says, evening, boss. Evening to your fine self. And then he says, evening to the real boss. And says, evening to the chat as well. Kate says, evening back. And obviously, Nat will be buzzing after Wednesday's 5-0 win. Obviously, went better with a clean sheet than Burnley's result. So, as I say, that's the top half. Burnley in 6th, as high as 6th as it stands, with only their 2nd win of the season after 6 games. Bottom half of the table then is occupied, as you see, in the relegation zone. Swansea are in there with Huddersfield and Coventry. It is still all to play for. Coventry do have a few games in hand as well, because let's just call it as it is. Their stadium is shit. Well, it's a nice stadium, but their pitch is shit, and they need to do something about it. Wigan, obviously, sat in 20th. Birmingham, just outside of the relegation zone. A few teams down there that surprised me, really, like Luton, Borough. I expected better from Swansea as well, to be honest with you. They've had a real shocker, real stinker of a start of a campaign. But there you have it. Burnley in 6th, Wigan in 20th, and it was a resounding 5-1 win. So let's have a look at the game then itself. Basically, Burnley just underlined their credentials. 5-1 victory against North West neighbours Wigan. Josh Brownhill scored twice. J-Rod got on the score sheet. Nathan Teller and Samuel Bastian all on target. As I said earlier, as Burnley claimed their 2nd win of the season. Wigan did get a goal back just before half-time. Their reply came through a first-half penalty from Will Keane, but it was an afternoon to forget for Wigan, even though they did give us a game. We started on fire. 6 minutes gone. Obviously, I think Burnley had a chance. Vitinho flashed in a low cross from the left-hand side, which only just evaded Johan Berg Gudmundsson, who, to be honest, hands up, it's great to see him back in the side, and fingers crossed he can stay injury-free for a while longer. Wigan at that time was struggling to keep hold of possession, and after 17 minutes, the opening goal came. The home side could not deal again with Vitinho's cross, and this time Jay Rodriguez slammed home from close range. It was midway through the first half, as I say, before Wigan found their feet. Will Keane saw a powerful shot from the edge of the box blocked. You'll find out that was quite something that happened quite a bit, actually, in the game, that Wigan had a few shots blocked by Burnley's defence. The ball, however, in that moment fell to teammate Max Power, whose effort flashed just wide of the post. Burnley made the hosts pay, though. They give them a sucker punch by doubling their advantage within 60 seconds. The Wigan defence failed to deal with another cross, and to be honest, Vitinho did absolutely perfect with it. He's nutmegged Tendai Darikwa, former Claret himself. He's nutmegged him, made him look a fool, played it into the box, and Brownhill's just there, lashed the ball into the roof of the net. And obviously the Burnley fans went apeshit. It did look a daunting test for Wigan at that point. Obviously, they managed to drag themselves back into it, though, just before half-time. Callum Lang raced onto a long ball forward, and, let's just say Aaron Murich came off his line, went to try and punch it away, completely misses the ball, and takes out the man, basically. However, I don't think the fault should have been at Murich's expense. I think in this situation, the fault should have landed at the feet of Charlie Taylor, because he was jogging back. He wasn't running back, he was jogging back. Now, I'll give him the benefit of the doubt because he's a left back. He's a natural left back playing centre back. So I still think you should be pelting it back, to be honest with you. But it is what it is. The referee, James Bell, allowed play to continue after the foul had happened. The ball bobbled near the goal, but bobbled up over the bar. And then the official pointed to the spot. And obviously, Will Keane converted the penalty. There was still time as well for Keane to be fouled as he chased a similar long ball over the top not long after. The referee again waved play on, but Lang's shot was saved, and the half-time whistle went. That was basically how the first half went in a nutshell. Let's have a look at a couple of your comments before we dissect the second one. The message says, I think if people are given the opportunity, then go for it. You only live once, and if it's something you're interested in, why not? KSI smashing life, in my opinion. Boxing in the charts, I wouldn't complain. No, you're not going to complain. Of course you're not. But what I'm saying is, I just think that if you're going to fight someone and you're going to get involved in boxing, fight someone in boxing, not fight a fellow YouTuber that's trash talking. If you're going to get into boxing properly. Fight somebody properly. Not YouTuber on YouTuber. It's just, honestly, petty beef. It's like the next step up from a diss track. I don't get it. But, each to their own. Chris says YouTubers should fight on YouTube, not on live pay-per-views. Yeah, not costing the supporter who supported them freely through a YouTube page, got them to where they are, then all of a sudden start asking them to watch two YouTubers scrap like little bitches. Nah, not happening. Nat says, when you fight in Lee Charles, Lee would win. And Nat says, oh, Punk Chef. That's it. It's on. There. Take that still image, screenshot it, send it Jake, and tell him, coming for him. More joking, Jake. Ben Higgy says as well, class today, need to build on that. Brownie gets better every week. Yeah, I think Brownie needs to calm down. Wait till that window's shut first before you start banging out these sublime performances. But yeah, I thought Vitinho was amazing, and it's on to Tuesday against Millwall. Nat says, how is Scott Twan playing? Well, he hasn't. he's not played. He came on for a cameo against Huddersfield on the opening day, and we've not seen him since. He's had a bit of a knock, so we're still yet to see what he's how he'll play. As I say, when he came on against Huddersfield, he did pretty well. So we're looking forward to that. I thought he'd have made it this weekend. I thought it'd have been all right for this weekend, but maybe Tuesday. We shall see. Ben Higgy says injured. Yeah, he is. Mr. English says awesome game. It sure was. Nat says cheers, Ben. True Red says big up. Luke's in the house. Hope you are well, Luke. Hope you are well. And Paul's in as well. How you doing, mate? How you doing? Get them muscles out. Get them muscles out. Ooh. He says, I reckon you should take on Joey Slack pay-per-view. It would be a pay-per-view. It wouldn't be pay-per-view. It'd be paper, as in like, that's what it'd be. I'll take on Joey. I'll put Joey in one of those kennels I'll let him build his own kennel for when I put him in there as well. Sleep. I'm joking. Joey, I'm coming for you. Chris says, I want YouTubers to stay away from professional boxing because they're too arrogant for it and won't take it seriously. And Chisora, who's a serial loser, would put these YouTubers in a hospital. Yeah. Couldn't agree more. Then Chris says, YouTubers in boxing are irrelevant, tree bush morons. I take it, Chris, you're very not fond of YouTubers in boxing. Paul says, laughing emojis. Go on, get those big guns out. Those big guns out, big man. But yeah, obviously that was the first half. So 2-1 lead at halftime. Nerves thinking, oh, here we go again. A little bit like the Blackpool game. And it looked like it, to be fair. I thought, fingers crossed we don't throw it away. And we didn't. To be honest, Wigan, start of the second half, created a gilt-edged opportunity to level the score 5 minutes after the restart. Similar fashion to the Burnley goals, really. The defence was unable to deal with the cross from out wide. The ball fell to Will Keane, and he had time, he had space, and he fired it over the bar. It was high and wide and not very handsome. But he did, as I say, he had time and space to do it, and he just sent it over. And that, to be fair, woke us up again. It sort of said, right, we can't let this slip. We let it slip against Blackpool. We can't let it slip now. And they were made to pay a very high price. Within a minute, we regained our 2-goal lead. It was a huge appeal for offside, and I'll put my hand up now. I honestly think that goal was offside. I think if there was VAR, it probably would have been given an offside. But Teller took the delivery of a through ball down the left before slotting past Jones. And as it says here, TV replays suggest the flag should have gone up. But I'm saying it myself. I think if VAR was in, it would have been flagged for offside. But it is what it is. It is what it is. Wigan suffered another blow then from a corner. Burnley had a chance. It tried to play a low one into the box, and I think, was it Samuel Bastian and Tendai Dirikwa went to challenge for the same ball. Tendai Dirikwa dropped to the floor, and he was helped off with what looked to be like a problem with his left shoulder, I think it was his left shoulder. So, whether he's a former Claret or not, obviously players getting injured and coming off the pitch isn't always a nice thing. So our thoughts are with Tendai Dirikwa as well. Obviously, being a former Claret, it probably means a bit more. But he's their captain, and he was, played pretty well at that point. But hopefully he's not out for long, and we're going to have their captain back. But at that point, it just got worse and worse for Wigan. Their attempts at a comeback were thwarted. Obviously, Josh McGuinness, so a header tipped round the post by Muric. It was a fantastic save, to be honest. Point blank, he's managed to just get his hand up and tip it over. And then we just rubbed salt into the wounds after that. The last 5 minutes, Brownhill added his second, which was absolutely, Cherlinov before that had a couple of chances cutting in and having a few stabs on goal. But Brownhill did exactly the same as I was just saying about Cherlinov. Cut inside and fired it past Jones to add his second. And Samuel Bastian rounded it off as well by scoring on the counter. Absolutely fantastic performance. I cannot fault Burnley's performance at all. Let's have a look at some of your comments. Chris says, luckily I haven't had YouTubers in boxing howling at the moon like a wolf at me yet. Not yet. Luke says, ain't bad, thanks, Dan. Honestly, when it was 3-1 Burnley, I thought history was going to repeat itself. You're not the only one. I think every Burnley fan's arse was twitching more than a rabbit's nose in that game when it was at 3-1. Nat says, I've been training today for around 10 minutes and pissed off for being a beer garden. Do not blame you. Do not blame you. Paul says, VAR would have found it an inch offside, but isn't it better without VAR? Yeah, I love the fact it goes back. It's almost like stepping back in time, just dodgy referee calls. Okay, there's been a few situations where maybe we'd have had penalties, etc. in games, but I like it without VAR. And the ball hits the back of the net. It's a goal, simple as. That's it. But yeah, we've said that a beating was going to come to a side, and Wigan took the penalty for it. Jag says we put a beating to Wigan. Yeah, 100%. David says I'm not a big fan of VAR myself. No, me neither. I think it's shit. It's not used properly. It's used by already corrupt officials. It should be used by an independent adjudicator, former players, etc., or potentially new referees coming up trying to learn their trade. Because I think they'd have more of an understanding than these bullshit corrupt gobshites that there is now. But we shall see. Paul says, Bastian, brilliant when he came on. Very much Cullen-like role. Seems his best position. Knitting play together. Yeah, and I think that's what we're getting now. We're starting to see the system come together a little bit. I think we will get it more concrete as time goes on. But we saw an absolute outstanding performance. I didn't expect at 3-1 for us then to just go rampant towards the end of that game and add another 2 goals in quick succession as well. I thought we were phenomenal today. But I don't want to take any credit away from Wigan. No credit should be taken away from Wigan because they gave us a game. They had their own chances as well. They may have only had the penalty in terms of goals, but they gave us a game. It's just that everything we touched turned to goal today. And you get those days where everything just works for you. Nat says, question, favourite Burnley player of all time? I'm only 31 as of... I had to think about that because I've only just turned 31 this Thursday just gone. This Wednesday just gone. So it has to be Robbie Blake for me. Has to be Robbie Blake. The man was just something. He was just phenomenal. However, growing up, I used to love either Paul Weller. I don't know why, Paul Weller, and then John Louis Valois. He was a loan player, but I think he was a loan player, or we had him for a season anyway. But yeah, I thought he was class. Dave says, I hope we can keep it going. Everything crossed. Hey, not a problem. Thank you very much indeed. I had a lovely one, so spent it with the family on holiday, which can't say much fairer than that. It was a nice way to spend it. But I'm going to give my man of the match. To be fair, you could have given it anyone, but yeah, Valois, exactly, Paul, exactly, Valois. He was something else. He was just something else. I don't know what it were. I think I'm going to sneeze in a minute. I think every Burnley fan, apart from Renko van der Schaaf and Diego Penne, I think any foreign player that's been at Burnley is absolutely adored and loved. Unless you're Marco Gentile. Yeah, that might be a different one. However, let's get to the man of the match then. I was torn between who it would be, but I have gone for that man. I have gone for Josh Brownhill. He is definitely has to be our man of the match. 2 goals, an assist as well. I think he was absolutely phenomenal in today's game, and he's only getting better. He's only getting better in this system. Cannot fault his effort, his guile, the fact of how much more he's playing forward than he was under Sean Dyche, and it's paying off for him. Luke says, finding it funny how majority of our fans saying you're going to get promotion with this current squad. Transfer window hasn't closed yet for fans to start judging these players on performances. It is all too early. As I said, I predicted us to finish 8th. The minute we're currently 6th, Blackburn occupy the place I thought we'll finish. But fingers crossed we do get back, back up there at the first time of asking. Who knows? Who knows? We shall see. We shall see. I'm currently trying to obviously find a Millwall fan to get on to today. To get on, for Monday ahead of Tuesday's fixture to give you a match preview. If not, I'll just come on and give you a match preview anyway, give you some content out there. Oliver Ingham's in. How are you doing, Oliver? Hope you're well. He says, hi, mate. Very good win today. Absolutely outstanding performance, mate. From top to finish. Muric was class as well. Muric was class. I see a lot of people slating Muric. And, he's still getting used he's still getting used to the way that we're playing and things like that. And we are going to make mistakes. We are still learning. But if we can do that, keep putting the ball in the back of the net, then we shouldn't have any problems at all. We really shouldn't. Paul says, Brownie fast becoming the all-round player. Brilliant. Yeah, he is. He is. I love Josh Brownhill. I absolutely adore him. I think he's class. When we signed him from Bristol City, I thought he was absolutely tremendous anyway. But I thought, how was he going to fit in a Dyche system? I wondered how he'd fit into a Dyche system. And in the end, anyway, it sort of worked because obviously teams was trying to sniff around for him recently. But in this system, he can just go from there way up there. He could easily become a world-class midfielder. With the way he's going. Oliver says, we will meet up New Year's Day, mate. We shall see. We shall see. Obviously, Swansea away New Year's Day. But let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. Anything can happen between now and then. Poster just needs a steak or two in him. Yeah. What is it people calling him? The vegan Maradona or the vegan something. The vegan something anyway. I'm on a drink, but I put it in this bottle for some reason. Don't know why. It's a spiced apple rum with lemonade, and I thought, bugger it. I'm going to put it in there so it looks like I'm trying to be healthy. But yeah, nice spiced rum. That'll do me well. Vegan Messi, that's it. The vegan Messi. So yeah, that was the game. As I say, if all of you just joining, let's have a look at let's go back to the stats. As you can see, not that much possession like we had before. Total shots, completely less than Wigan. On target, we had a lot more though. 0% in clear-cut chances for both teams. Successful crosses were a bit naff for both sides. Wigan had the upper hand in corners where they were offside more as well. In terms of passing accuracy, not much to change in that, but Burnley spent more time in their attacking third, not much, but just a bit more, and played 6 key passes. But it's like you say, like I say, back to that, 8 shots, 6 of them on target, 5 of them are gone in the back of the net. Some days it works in your favour. We'll have a last couple of comments then, and then we'll wrap this up. Carl's in. He says, hi, pal. What a win. Up the Clarets. Hope you're well, pal. He says, what a win. It was just amazing. Amazing. I was sat in the car, start proper going for it. And I think people probably in Tesco car park were like, what's this nutter doing? But I was obviously celebrating Burnley sticking the ball in the back of the net. Nat says, good luck to Burnley. Cheers, mate. Good luck to Sheffield Wednesday as well. Always had a bit of an affiliation with Sheffield Wednesday. My uncle's a Sheffield Wednesday fan, and I've been to a few games at Hillsborough, Burnley and Sheffield Wednesday, and I've also been to a few Sheffield Wednesday games because he took me when I was younger. So I do like Sheffield Wednesday. So good luck for the season as well. Chris says, Brownie is a different beast. Oh, he is indeed. That man is a pure-blooded animal. Absolute animal. He is something else recently. Fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. So there you have it. There is the match review, the match reaction. For me, I'm just going to say it as it is. Vincent Kompany got everything right this week. Everything right. There was nothing that you would have changed. Nathan Teller just keeping up his fine form. Southampton fans, can I just say something to you? Nathan Teller, you told us, apparently has no end product. Last two games has got on the score sheet. He's got on the score sheet and has done absolutely tremendous. Luke says, need to take this momentum from this since Tuesday against Millwall. Millwall will be a tough game as well, but I always fancy Burnley on a Tuesday night under the lights. You can't not fancy Burnley on a Tuesday under the lights at Turf Moor. It's something, always something else. Guys, please do like and subscribe to the channel. Smash those likes on this video. Let your friends know about the channel. Tell people about it. Get this out there. We are also hoping that you will vote for us in the Football Content Creators Award. I put it on Twitter. I've put it on Instagram. I think I've shared it to the Facebook group as well. You can vote for us on Instagram by tagging at Turf Moorhouse, the Instagram page, in the Football Content Awards Best New Content Creator. So please do tag us in there as well. You can put out a tweet on Twitter saying, I am voting for at Turf Moorhouse for the Best New Content Creator at the FCAs, as long as you tag it. But yeah, please do show your support. We do appreciate it. I will get some edits made up so that people can, so that people know what to do and head there and do what they need to do if they can. But I do thank every single one of you for your support. And sorry that the content's not been for a while, but we will be getting back into that regular flow now. The holiday season is over. Soon be the kids back at school. And to be honest with you, it will be like that. I know you said you've already voted, but the more you vote, even if you did it every single day, it counts. It counts whether you're the same person or not. If you do it every day, it doesn't matter. It all counts. It adds it as an extra one. So I do appreciate everyone who has done it so far. But if you continue to do it, continue to get it out there, that would be absolutely fantastic. Oliver says, yes, yes, yes. Chris says, Muric needs our support. He did well today. 100%, mate. 100%. Muric does need our support. So let's give him what he needs. Chris says, I'm watching the case. I have to see how bad these YouTubers are. But it comes to something when one YouTuber's fighting two people. That says something, doesn't it? Connor's in. He says, great win today. Absolutely fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. Great win. Yes. Yes, 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 yes. Carl says, I will do it now. Fantastic. Really appreciate it. As I say, you can do it via Twitter by sharing a tweet. I think it is pinned to the top of the page. I'm not sure. Or it was. But I will make sure I sort it and put a tweet out as soon as this is done. Luke says, I'll just spam tag you then. I will take that, mate. I'll take that. Let's get us in there into the nominations. The nominations is open actually till I think the middle of September. So the more it's done each day, the more chance I've got of being in the final nominees. As I say, it is under the category Best New Content Creator. So please make sure if you are going to spam or you are going to tag us in anything on Twitter or on Instagram, then you do it by putting the hashtag Best New Content Creator. Dan's in from one Dan to another. He says, hello, Dan. Barrow are a massive second in League Two. big up to yourself, mate, and congratulations. Hopefully it can still continue and you get another promotion. That'd be great. That'd be great. But yeah, thank you very much, everyone, for watching. As I say, that is the end of tonight's show. Thank you so much. We will be back on Monday night with a match preview. Whether it's with a Millwall fan, we shall see. If not, it might be myself. I might try and get another Burnley fan on, and we will dissect that. Then on Wednesday, we will be potentially doing a match preview for the game on Friday. And then we shall be on Thursday doing our prediction show for the EFL. That will be back at probably not 9 o'clock. It might be a bit earlier this time. And then we'll be live again because we're going to be covering the last hour of transfer deadline day. So it's going to be interesting. So thank you very much for your support so far. Please do show your support for us in the Football Content Creators Award. Oliver says, up the Clarets, Dan. Yes, I agree. Up the Clarets. And thank you very much for watching. We'll be back Monday. As I say, we'll be back Monday. Take care. Burnley 5, Wigan 1. And we're in the playoffs as it stands. It's going to be a long season, but we put Wigan to the sword. On to Millwall, Tuesday night under the lights. Up the Clarets, and take care. All the best. Peace.